Buying a used car for under $5,000 is less about finding something perfect and more about picking a model that makes sense when mileage is high and condition varies. Here are 5 smart budget picks, and the reality you should expect at this price. 100,000 to 150,000 miles, usually at least 10 years old, likely some cosmetic scratches, wear on the seats, and a mostly clean interior, so you can focus on history, reliability, and safety. Starting at number 5 is the 2007 Toyota Camry, a mid-size sedan that fits this budget category because it's built around being easy to live with. One of the biggest advantages of this model year is that it comes with multiple powertrain choices. The 2007 Camry is available with a 4-cylinder engine, a V6, or a hybrid powertrain. That matters under $5,000 because you're not just buying a car, you're deciding what kind of daily experience you want. Some buyers want the simplest setup possible, others want a bit more power, and some prioritize fuel-saving options. Having those choices inside one model range can make it easier to find a version that matches your needs without changing to a totally different vehicle. The other reason it works well here is its personality. The Camry is described as unassuming, comfortable, and reliable. In this price range, unassuming is a positive. The more complicated the car, the more there is to break as it ages. A straightforward mid-size sedan that emphasizes comfort and a calm driving experience can be exactly what you want when you're dealing with an older vehicle that may already show normal wear. So number 5 is the sensible comfort pick, a mid-size sedan with flexible engine choices and a reputation for being an easy companion in daily life. At number 4 is the 2006 Honda Accord, another mid-size sedan, but one that's described with a slightly different balance. The 2006 Accord is described as fuel-efficient, spacious, and fun to drive. That combination is important when you're buying cheap because you don't want to feel like you're settling for something miserable just to save money. A good budget car should still be comfortable, should still have space for real life, and should still feel manageable and pleasant on the road. But the bigger reason the Accord ranks this high is long-term ownership logic. The Accord is described as being known for long-term reliability, and it's also noted that there are plenty of affordable parts available when it's time for a repair. That last detail is a big deal under $5,000. Even a well-kept older car will eventually need something. At this budget, the question isn't whether maintenance happens, it's whether it stays reasonable. Affordable parts help keep the cheap car from turning into an expensive headache. When parts are common and repairs are straightforward, ownership tends to be less stressful. That's why the Accord lands at number 4. It combines practicality and driving enjoyment with a strong reputation for lasting and being repair-friendly. Number 3 is the 2007 Mazda 3, a compact car that's positioned as a strong all-around value pick when you're shopping on a budget. The 2007 Mazda 3 is described as a great all-around choice when it was new, and it remains an excellent choice to purchase used, especially if you're trying to stay within a strict budget. All around is exactly what you want at this price, because you're usually buying one car to do everything: commuting, errands, occasional longer drives, and daily life in general. What helps the Mazda 3 stand out in this top 5 is the mention of trims and features you may still find for under $5,000. It's suggested that you should be able to find a Mazda 3 Grand Touring in either hatchback or sedan form within budget. And the page highlights examples of features you might see on these cars, like Bose audio, remote start, and 5-spoke 17-inch alloy wheels. Those details matter because they change the value equation. In the under $5,000 category, many cars are basic. If you can find a higher trim compact car that still fits the budget, you're getting more comfort and equipment for the same money. That can make daily ownership feel less like a compromise. So number 3 is the balanced pick, a compact car described as an excellent used buy, with the potential to score higher trim features without paying more. At number 2 is the 2007 Honda Civic, a model that stays popular in budget shopping because it's presented as practical, efficient, and easy to own. The 2007 Civic is available in both coupe and sedan styles. That's useful because it lets buyers match the same basic platform to different needs. If you want a more practical layout, the sedan fits. If you want something smaller and simpler, the coupe is an option. The key benefits listed are exactly what matters at this budget. A roomy cabin, 29 miles per gallon, easy driving dynamics, and relatively inexpensive parts if you need repairs. That combination is why the Civic ranks so high. Roominess means the car still works as a primary daily driver. Fuel economy helps keep costs predictable. Easy driving dynamics means it's comfortable to live within traffic and parking lots. And inexpensive parts bring the same advantage the Accord has. Repairs are more likely to stay within reason when the car is older. In short, number 2 is a budget all-star because it checks the major boxes without overcomplicating the ownership experience. And at number 1 is the 2007 Toyota Corolla, the classic choice when your priority is simple, efficient transportation. Fuel economy is the headline detail here. The 2007 Corolla offers 29 miles per gallon with an automatic transmission and up to 31 miles per gallon combined with a manual transmission. In a tight budget category, that matters more than people expect. Lower fuel costs can help keep your monthly spending stable, and that's a big part of making a cheap car actually feel cheap over time. The Corolla is described as a solid choice in this price range, and that phrase fits why it takes the top spot. In the under $5,000 world, solid is the highest compliment. You're buying a used car, so cosmetic issues are normal. What you want is a model that's known for being dependable basic transportation, something that can handle daily life without constant surprises. That's why the Corolla is number 1. It's efficient, straightforward, and positioned as the safest bet when you want a budget car that does the job. That's the top 5 under $5,000, counted down from number 5 to number 1. The 2007 Toyota Camry, the 2006 Honda Accord, the 2007 Mazda 3, the 2007 Honda Civic, and the 2007 Toyota Corolla. And remember the budget reality. Expect higher mileage, age, and visible wear. If you go into the process with realistic expectations, it becomes much easier to focus on what actually matters: the vehicle's history, reliability, and safety. And that's what turns a cheap purchase into a smart one.